Hello everyone, this is Minty Joe and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, I'm an American that lives in Italy, and on this channel we talk about self-care, we talk about healthcare, we talk about emotional and spiritual care, and anything that's going to make us be the best version of ourselves. If this is your first time, I'd like to invite you to subscribe if you like the content, and also give me a thumbs up and leave a comment, because sharing is caring. Now, this is a part 2 video. We started talking about boundaries. Oh, goodness gracious. Boundaries is something that is very, very important in all relationships in order for us to maintain healthy relationships with family, with friends, with coworkers, with anyone that's in our lives. And sometimes it can be very tricky trying to understand how to do that. If you haven't seen my first video, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and check that out. I'll put that down in the description box. But basically, we're going to go on with a couple more tips to help us. And this is a topic that we could talk about for a long time. So I would encourage you to go ahead and do some research about it too, so you can establish those boundaries in your own personal life. The first thing that we talked about was reflections, just understanding basically what your boundaries are, because they differentiate. Every person is different. So knowing what those are will help you a lot as well. Also, being able to start small with any habit. We have to start small and just let people know exactly what it is that we expect. For example, I used in the last time, we talked about time. Like if you know that you're a timely person, that you would discuss in detail that you want, you like to be on time, etc. Also making sure that you set them early so that people can understand exactly what you need or what you expect in the friendship or relationship. So you let them know, of course, in a way that is important, but it's good to let them know this straight away. Okay, and being consistent, because if you say to someone, I like to be on time, and you show up 20 minutes late all the time, that is not going to let them respect your boundaries at all. So we're going to continue with a few more. And the next one I'd like to talk to you about, it's very interesting. It's called creating a framework. Now, we are all very busy. We all have different types of activities going on in our lives. You may be a mom, you may be a wife, you may be a single person, you may have, a plethora of things that you're doing, but it's important to set some time work for ourselves, even if it's an hour, just to, reflect or to do something specifically for you, because that is also going to let people understand that that you may need some alone time. It could be just 1 hour. Okay. But it's important to do that for yourself and also to convey that and to let people know. And if you have to add some extra time for whatever reason, it's also important to communicate that as well. Also, being aware of social media. And this can be a very tricky one because, people post a lot of things, and sometimes people post things that you may not necessarily want posted. Like some people are very funny about being on vacation. They don't want everyone knowing that they were on vacation or they're leaving because of different reasons. Okay. And maybe they'll post some pictures after they come back, but everyone has their boundaries on that. So it's important to be very clear with family, with friends, what you like posted or what you do not want posted about your personal life. Also, another thing is to communicate. Guys, people don't read our minds. We have to communicate. And I know that there's some things that are very difficult to talk about at first, but it's important, because if we don't talk about something and then we see something, like I said, for example, posted on Facebook or Instagram, wherever, and you get upset, they're not going to know that if you don't talk about it. So talking about your boundaries are important. And also being your biggest champion. What does that basically mean? It's important to know yourself and important to understand your boundaries. It's important to let your narrative be something that is important. Now, the narrative of yourself is how do you treat yourself? How do you see yourself? If you see yourself as worthless, if you see yourself in a negative light, you're going to send that message to other people. And it's important to take care of yourself and to let people learn how to treat you. This is so important, guys. is so important. It sounds redundant, but teaching people how to treat you, what you will accept and what you will not accept, lets them understand your boundaries. Very, very important. So make sure that you're treating yourself well so that you can teach others to do the same thing. All right. And remember, of course, remembering the boundaries of other people. You want people to respect you. You want them to respect your boundaries, the things that you like, that you don't like. Well, you also have to do the same thing. All right. We're going to stop right there because, as I said before, we could talk about this forever. But I hope that some of these tips will help you, because I know that they've helped me. And I will leave some of the resources that I found about boundaries in the description box. Again, this is Minty Joe. Thank you for being here. If you've enjoyed this information, please go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Arrivederci.